YouTube, what is good? Today is Friday. I'm supposed to drop an episode of What's Shipping today. Hopefully I do that. But this morning, it's super crummy and rainy outside. I gotta get some orders out. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So let's get started. Here we go. First order is getting sent out to GOAT. This is a Nike Air Force One Premium. When I originally got these, I thought people would kind of jump at them, be super souped up that I have them, make me offers on them, but that is the last thing that happened. I really didn't get many good offers on these at all. I ended up accepting a decent offer, which was about $175 after fees. I'm not mad at that. It's a beautiful sneaker. It's not in the best condition, but thankfully it's sold and this item's getting shipped out, and that's what's first of the day on What's Shipping. So I bought these on eBay trying to see basically that I got them for a really good price, which was $120 shipped, I believe. I put them on GOAT. I proceeded to get $270. So hopefully this box passes and my little eBay to GOAT flip will work. I hope everyone has a good Friday. I'll be back later with some more What's Shipping. YouTube, what is good? Today is Sunday. It's the morning. It's about 10 a.m. I'm in here early because I got over 10 orders that I gotta ship out on Monday, so I figured why not get a little bit of a jump start today. So let's get right to business. First up on today's episode of What's Shipping is Air Jordan 7 French Blue. I might have talked about this sneaker before. Classic pair. Doesn't really go for a lot of money. This pair is heading to North Carolina for the price of about $80 shipped. These were up there for quite some time now. They are used size 10 with no box, and that's what's first on What's Shipping. Next up on What's Shipping, we have here the Air Jordan International Flight 12 size 13. If you don't know about this sneaker, well, I guess there's not really much to know about it. It's some weird collaboration. As you can see throughout the suede, it has some design there. Pretty good quality sneaker. Sock liner's pretty cool. You know, not too bad for a new colorway, new release or whatnot. This pair sold for the low, about $130 plus shipping. It's heading to Colorado. Sadly, because this size 13 is going to cost me about $16 to ship. Anyway, that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next up on What's Shipping, we have a sneaker that, it's funny, I've been getting this sneaker in quite often the last few months. Beautiful, beautiful Air Jordan 6 Carmine. These are the Countdown Pack Edition, aka the CDP Edition. Sadly though, the older ones, the paint starts to crack and stuff like that. They're not as wearable as the newer editions. So when I put them up for sale, I always have to say, wear at your own risk. A lot of people are like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Why are you saying that? Why is an old sneaker wear at your own risk? It's like, a lot of times it's a hassle. So I usually put them up pretty low. These sold for a little over $100, I believe like $150 shipped, something like that, and they are heading to Wisconsin. Again, classic sneaker. Can't go wrong with these, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next up on What's Shipping, we have here an Adidas Swingman Big Sun Jason Kidd jersey. Pretty nice jersey, I guess, if you like Adidas Swingmans. This is a jersey that I wish I had in Champion that hopefully one day I will acquire. The authentic, that is. But until then, it is what it is. I won't have one, I guess. I'll just look at them on eBay and one day hope I could find one for like $200, which I never will. Anyway. Yeah, so this jersey right here is heading to New York. This sold for about $50, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next on What's Shipping, we have another pair of these New Balances. Again, I found these New Balances at Marshall's for about $40 each. I decided to buy a lot of them because I thought that the price was too good. So, you know, if you could get a pair of New Balance 990s for $40 in a cool colorway like this, it's worth a try putting them on eBay. This pair is a size 14. I accidentally put these up with free shipping. So when someone offered me $70, I thought that they were also paying shipping, but they weren't. I accepted the offer, forgetting that I put free shipping. So I sold these for $70 shipped on eBay. So after fees, you know, it's really not that great. I made a mistake, but it's all good. I'm not going to cancel the order, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully I get positive feedback on the order, and then it's not really that bad. So this pair of 990s is heading to Georgia, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next up on What's Shipping, we have this pair of KDs that I kind of forgot about. These were in the back, in the box. This is a KD7. I forget what colorway this is called, probably like Blue Ocean or Blue something, whatever it's called. These are heading to PA, Pennsylvania. You know, pre-owned, still a lot of thread there. If you're looking for this colorway, it's definitely not a bad find. I think these sold for about $75 shipped. I'm surprised they sold for that much, to be honest with you. And that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next up on What's Shipping, we have this pair of Nike Air Trainer SCs, aka the Bo Jacksons. These are the reverse Auburn edition. Now, as you guys probably know, the Auburn edition is like the classic colorway. This was a remake colorway. I believe these dropped in 2018. This is a size 11.5, new with no box. What I know about this particular colorway is it's very rare now. So usually when I put these up, I put them up pretty high, especially if they're new. This pair I had on eBay for about $225. I accepted an offer of $190, right? Sadly, this morning, I saw on GOAT, I sold the same shoe, and I would have gotten $225. I'm not going to cancel the eBay order so I can make an extra $35-40 bucks, because that's not good business. So obviously I'm going to ship this out to eBay. Sadly, I have to cancel the GOAT order, and hopefully in the future I'll, you know, remember where I have everything listed. That way I can take these off GOAT, so I don't have to know, hey, I could have got an extra 40 bucks. I know some people would usually just say, hey, eBay, sorry, I can't ship this item out. I'm going to go get an extra 30-40 bucks. That's not the type of guy I am. So, really nice sneaker. These are heading to North Carolina. And again, if you come across these, definitely grab them. They're hard to find, at least until Nike decides to make them again. And that's what's next on What's Shipping. YouTube, what's good? Back with some What's Shipping. Here I have a damaged box, but a Reebok nonetheless. Twilight Zone Pump. This, if you're not aware, is a Dominique Wilkins kind of retro model. Really cool sneaker. Doesn't get the credit it deserves. All the old Reebok Pump sneakers. I have this on eBay for quite some time now. Another rare pair that you really can't find, especially in a size 13 in brand new condition. So these finally sold for about $225 or $250, and they are heading overseas. This pair of Twilight Pumps is heading overseas. Hopefully we can get a big enough box to ship this huge box out. And that's what's next on What's Shipping. YouTube, what is good? It's Monday, it's early, it's raining, and I got a lot of orders to ship out. First order going out is this Los Angeles Lakers Hardwood Classics, size 56, old warm-up. Now this thing has a few marks here and there, beautiful patch on it. This one is heading overseas for about 75 bucks. And that is what's first of the day on What's Shipping. We'll stick to the clothing segment for right now and go on to the next item. Here we have a cool Polo Sport Ralph Lauren rugby. I believe this is the remake of the retro, or the old version of it. So this, I guess, this is the retro version of it. This is a cool piece. I'm pretty sure I bought this back in the day. It is missing one button. I did mention that in the eBay listing. This guy right here sold for about $65 plus shipping, and it is heading to Pennsylvania. So that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next on What's Shipping, we have an item that I probably shouldn't have in my hands. This is a Timberland boot, all black boot. I always tell myself, don't buy Timberlands, don't buy Timberlands, don't buy Timberlands, and I continue to buy Timberlands thinking that I could somehow profit off them, when in reality I just don't do too well with Timberland boots. These, I think I gave the guy 40 or 50 bucks on a trade-in or a cash out, and I sold them on eBay for 70. They're heading to Wisconsin. It's probably going to cost me a ton just to ship them out there. Maybe in the future, if I get Timberlands, I'll try Poshmark or something like that, because on eBay they do not move for me. That's what's next on What's Shipping. Next up on What's Shipping, we got these Nike Air Max 1 Ultra Noirs. These are pre-owned. These have been sitting in my living room in a pile for probably over a year now. At least over a year now. For about 35 plus shipping. I'm honestly just trying to get rid of them at this point. These are heading to North Carolina, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next on What's Shipping, we got an order that came in overnight. Here we have the Air Jordan 2 Infrared 23. I like the Air Jordan 2. A lot of people don't like the Air Jordan 2 because of that. The Air Jordan 2 is not easy to sell. So I'm really happy with this sale. I woke up to it this morning. About $125 plus shipping. These are heading to South Carolina. Conditions really good on them. You know, if you've been looking for this sneaker, this was definitely a steal for sure. Size 10.5. And that's what's next on What's Shipping. YouTube, what's good? I'm back. It's Tuesday. I'm in here early today trying to organize, get stuff together, and some orders are coming in slowly but surely. So the first order we got here are some Air Jordan 11 breads. These are the 2012 edition. These are gently worn, no box. This is a size 11.5, and these are heading to the Virgin Islands for around $250. Classic shoe, of course. Can't go wrong. And that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next on What's Shipping, we got a pair that should be going for a lot more money. This is the Nike LeBron 8 All-Star Edition. It is February, so there is that All-Star fever in the air. These were a Instagram sale, and they are heading to California for $128 shipped invoice. Like, to me, that's crazy. $128 for this shipped to Cali. That's a steal if you ask me. So I'm going to pack these up and get them ready to ship to Cali. And that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next on What's Shipping, we have here this Cortez Kennedy Puma Authentic with the Seattle patch jersey. This is a really rare piece. I couldn't find another one like it. I had it up on eBay for $200. Someone offered me $100, and I decided to let it go. As you can see, the sleeves, just a really nice piece. Puma authentic jerseys were really nice back in the day. I couldn't find one with the patch on it. Very nice piece. If it didn't have a mark, if it didn't have these marks right here, I probably would have left it at like $250. But because of the marks, I figured I'd let it go to a new home. This piece is heading to Indiana, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. YouTube, what's good? Back with some What's Shipping. Today we have this beautiful Mitchell & Ness authentic Orlando Magic size 40 jersey. Really nice jersey, MSRP at $300. I had this on eBay for quite some time for $250. Honestly, I ended up selling it for $180 plus shipping. I probably paid $150 to $180, so I kind of took a loss when it comes to the time and effort and whatever it took to sell this jersey. But I'm not too mad about it because whatever, I'm getting some money back. So this is heading to Louisiana, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. YouTube, what's good? Back with some What's Shipping. Today is Tuesday still. The first order that just recently came in was this Nike Flyknit multicolor edition. No box, pretty beat up. These are heading to Pennsylvania for about $75, and that's what's first on What's Shipping. Next up on What's Shipping, we have a pair that I recently got in. The Nike NASA Paul George. To be honest, I paid about $120 for these. I sold them for about $148 plus shipping, so I really didn't make too much on them. But it's cool because now I have room for another sneaker, another box, etc. So this pair is heading to California, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. YouTube, what is good? It is Thursday, it is early, and I have a lot of stuff to pack up. So let's get right down to business. First order up on the list, we have the new LeBron 17. These are a size 10. This is the black colorway. Now, after getting this sneaker in hand, I must say I want a pair. These new LeBrons are pretty cool. The fly knit, it's just a cool shoe. It looks good for basketball. It looks pretty good for just kind of lounging around. To me, I like the style, I like the quality. It's a cool shoe, so I might pick these up in some colorway one of these days. But anyways, these are heading to Georgia for about $100, and that's what's first on the day for What's Shipping. Next up on What's Shipping, we have this really cool box. This is the Concepts Kyrie 5, I believe. Now, this is an extremely rare sneaker. I know sometimes Concepts put stuff out and it bricks or whatnot. They make a lot of it. These, for some reason, are extremely rare, especially with this special box. The problem is they're pre-owned, and to me, they're kind of ugly. I put them up in store for about $350. They weren't really selling. I had them on eBay for a long time. So I ended up taking $335 plus shipping. That's about $350 shipped. Again, if it was brand new, I would have held on to them. It's weird how rare they are. I mean, it's a cool shoe, the wave and the swoosh. I personally just don't like the brown part of it. I think if they kept the shoe all blue, it would have been a lot better. Just my personal opinion. Box is really cool though. Anyway, these Kyrie 5s are heading to New Jersey, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next up on What's Shipping, we have an Air Jordan 1, size 10.5. This is the Phantom colorway. This is a pre-owned pair, decent condition, not too bad. Funny story about these, I put these up on Instagram for $100. No one bought them. Then I decided to clean them and put them on eBay. Time did go by, so the shoe did go up in price a little bit, so I decided to clean them and put them on eBay. When I did that, they sold for about $150 plus shipping, and these are heading to California. I'll be honest, recently I don't really clean sneakers. I don't like cleaning sneakers. I don't really enjoy it, so I try not to clean sneakers. Sometimes I'll put up sneakers that are worn, that have dirt on the midsole or on the bottoms or whatnot. It's like, you can clean that out if you want, but you're getting it for a better price, because I'm not going through the pain to me of cleaning sneakers. I don't enjoy it. It's not fun for me. You know, I used to enjoy it, but lately I hate cleaning shoes. So, you know, sometimes you'll catch me cleaning shoes. I'll clean some profit into some shoes, but I've gotten to the point where, like, I don't want to clean sneakers. Like, about to be 30 years old, I don't want to be cleaning sneakers. Anyway, these are heading to California, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next up on What's Shipping, we have a pair of Nike Air Vapor Maxes. This is size 8.5. These are pre-owned with no box, and these are heading to Chicago, Illinois. Not much to say about these. I guess like a kiwi strawberry colorway type of thing. And that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next on What's Shipping, we have a pair of shorts. If you guys have been watching my videos, I've been on my short grind. I'm trying to list these shorts, see what I could get for them. This pair sold for about $25 plus shipping. They're heading to California. As you can see, they're Jordan shorts. Pretty cool shorts. So we're going to get these packed up, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. YouTube back again. Here we have a Yeezy 350. The other day I was going through a lot of my Yeezys, and I said, I got a few like dead stock Yeezys. I'd rather not sell them on GOAT. Then I had an idea, hey, let's put these on eBay for what they are going for on GOAT. So this pair in particular, they're going for about $300 on GOAT. I put them on eBay for $300 plus shipping, brand new, and they sold. It did take a little bit of a while, but it really wasn't that long. I'd say a week, maybe two, if that. So these Cloud Whites are heading to Ohio, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. Here we have our next order. This is a Air Jordan 7 2004 Olympic Edition. These sold via Instagram on Venmo for the low price of about $130 shipped. Beautiful sneaker, obviously because they're from 04, you know, they could fall apart, but these are fully intact, which is nice. When I originally got these, I said, oh, these are gonna fly for $150 on eBay in a second, and they didn't, so I was kind of surprised. But lo and behold, someone found them, and these are heading out to New Jersey, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. YouTube back again. Please excuse me, it got a little cold in here, I had to throw the hoodie on. Here we have a Yeezy Yield non-reflective size 12 in very lightly worn condition. This pair was found on our Instagram and it sold via Zelle. These are heading out to Colorado. I think this sneaker might go up in value one of these days just because it's somewhat of a black shoe. Kind of crazy colorway, but it's different, you know what I mean? I see why people like it. Anyway, these non-reflectives are heading to Colorado for $255 shipped, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. YouTube, what is good? Back with some What's Shipping. We got 4 orders to drop off at GOAT today, and that's what I'm going to do. So let's rifle through these really quick. First up, we got this blue Air Jordan Laney, reverse Laney, whatever you want to call them. These sold for a little under $100. They are pre-owned, some grass stains on the bottom, whatever. That is the first item going out to GOAT on What's Shipping. Next item on What's Shipping, we have this pair of Air Jordan 1 DMPs Bread edition. These are really beat up. Sometimes it's better to sell really beat up stuff on GOAT because you don't want customers to complain to you via eBay, Poshmark, whatever. So these are heading out via GOAT, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next on What's Shipping, we have another pretty beat up pair. This is the Nike Foamposite 1 Pearlized Pink. This was a really popular foam back in the day, still is really popular, very hard to find, especially in great condition. This pair sold for about $100, and this is the next pair on What's Shipping. And finally, the last but not least pair on What's Shipping, we have the Air Jordan 1 Rookie of the Year. This pair is in a size 7.5, brand new, dead stock, extremely hard to find sneaker right here in this size. This sold for about $400, and I'm happy with the outcome. And that's what's next on What's Shipping. So I'm in here late packing some stuff up, wanted to do this What's Shipping real quick. So here we go. First item is going to Illinois. Here we have an amazing throwback NBA patch, unique, size 3XL. Does this remind you guys of middle school or high school or anything like that? Or are you too young or old for that? Anyway, this is heading to Illinois. This sold for about $38, and that's what's next. And first, on this quick little segment of What's Shipping, the Tim Raines Montreal Expos Mitchell and Ness batting practice jersey. This is a 2XL in very good condition. I believe this sold for about $40 to $50, and it is heading to New York. And that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next on What's Shipping, we have an item heading to North Carolina. Now this pair, to me, real steal. I didn't really make any money on these, honestly. I'm pretty sure I paid like $40 and I sold them on eBay for $40, so I'm pretty sure I lost money. I should have tried to get more, but I didn't really want to clean that disgusting stuff off the bottom of the shoe. So I let them go for $40 plus shipping, and these are heading to North Carolina, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. Next up on What's Shipping, we have this pair of Air Jordan 3 Infrared 23s. These are not in the best condition, not in the worst condition, but they're in pretty bad condition. Again, I didn't want to clean them, so I put them up for about $150. I believe they sold for $130, and they're heading to New York, and that's what's next on What's Shipping. Item heading to Cali. These are the Nike Daybreak, Undercover, whatever they're called. Looking like Harry Potter shoes, but kind of cool at the same time. No, these actually look like Peter Pan shoes. This is something Peter Pan would wear, and when he put them on, the wings would come out of here and he'd be able to fly away. This is definitely the Peter Pan edition. Anyway, these are heading to California. These Peter Pan sneakers are heading to California. These sold for about $75 plus shipping, and that's what's next on What's Shipping.